Hello, my name is David. I'm the co-founder of Inveris Nano Venture Capital. I'm so sorry for not being at Berkeley today, but I think that Mexican society are facing one of the biggest challenges that has ever had. So, let me explain you about our firm. We are basically a nano venture capital firm, and we are focused in support rural companies and initiatives. Uh, Basically, we finance the companies and connecting them with the right markets in what they need to be in North America, European Union, South America, and Australasia. Today, I would love to talk with you about Maison de la Soledad, which is one of our first investments, and I will explain you through our process uh, through this company. But first things first, how we decided to create or why we decided to create this venture firm. Well, basically, um, most part of rural ventures has a lot of troubles. So we made a research, and there are five principal problems basically. In average, basically 12% of entrepreneurs in Latin America receive the right financing instruments in comparison with the 25% of developed countries, which is basically the half. Also, about 70% of entrepreneurs is not proficient in management and business planning. There is not a worldwide value chain integration. The most part of Latin American rural ventures only work locally, and the probably I think one of the biggest ones is the regulatory barriers and tax systems, because basically are not easy to manage for new ventures and especially for rural ventures. So, well, I would love to invite you to meet Delfina. She's our rural entrepreneur. She's a third generation of um, women chocolatier, master chocolatier. He lives in Oaxaca, one of the poorest states in Mexico. And we decided and also she gave us their confidence to work and to prove that we can do business, um, meaningful business. Sorry for my stopping. So, basically, we provide a full range of solutions portfolio to help rural entrepreneurs to succeed in their industry and in their markets. So, we follow a five-step program. The first, it's we made a small due diligence and a diagnosis. Then we make a market intelligence, branding and product improvement, investment, and a go-to-market and follow-on. So, following these five steps, it's most probable that that we can help people to succeed in their businesses. So, how we work? Basically, we as a micro firm, a micro venture capital firm, we put money in these companies, but also um, we know that it's not enough. So it's not enough because basically we know the five biggest problems. So we created a full range of solutions portfolio that we call integrated capital services, and we put the money plus the integrated capital services for a 6% of each company in which in what we invest basically, and um, uh, and that's our business model in some way to say. So basically, uh, we attend to the same population that traditional microloan firms, but without very specific differences in comparison with them. I will explain you this um, quite fast, but basically, a microloan firm has a rate of 189% of average on interest. Basically, they loan in Mexico between 100 and 1,000 US dollars in loans in average. But what happened? They translate the risk to loan beneficiary, and in some cases to a group of beneficiaries. So they provide financial education. That's good, but it's basically a debt model and a debt uh, with a huge average of interest to people. So we attend to the same people, but basically um, we request for uh, we put a similar amount of money between $1,000 and $3,000, $3,000 per investment for 6% of equity or promissory notes. It depends. We share the risk basically with them. We provide financial education, and we are focused in exit model. We provide smart money and management with our integrated capital services. We bring a business follow on and we create a business agenda. And all these services for 6% of each venture in which we uh, help to grow. And part of the things that I mentioned at the beginning is that we connect the rural entrepreneurs with the right markets in what they need to be. And we basically, again, have a five step process to achieve new markets in Mexico or in a specific region. But the first is sourcing and research, market validation. We started signing commercial agreements. Then we have a soft landing in which we can iterate the design, we can iterate the receipts, we can iterate the product for finally create a full landing and scale. So that's a very rational way to approach to the markets and bring to our ventures and to our entrepreneurs the right tools to grow. And in this specifically, in this case of Maison de la Soledad and Delfina, basically we develop with her and with his family uh, uh, two new presentations of chocolate. Basically, we created recipes using rosemary and chocolate, and we created a very specific recipe using agave edulcorant and cacao, which is it's quite good and not quite good. It's excellent. Sorry. And well, part of the things that we learn with her process is that the packaging is extremely important. And we made a lot of research with customers, and we decided that now a thing that can be a problematic for a traditional painter firm is that we can produce in small batches, and we can play with that factor as an exclusivity added value to the product. So each one of the chocolate tablets, it's signed by Dolfina, and also it's numbered. And well, uh, what has been happening with Delfina? Well, uh, pre-money, which means that before that we started to work with her, she sold the chocolate in tourists, sorry, in Oaxaca Center Market. And now the post-money pipeline clients that we have on this second quarter, in which we are working in close the deal, in close new deals, are basically L'Atelier de Chocolat, Le Petit Belgique, Central Cacao, Liverpool, which are going to bring to Dolfina an integration to a national market, and Sandunga, which is basically a pivot to get new markets and new customers because it's basically considered today one of the best 15 restaurants in Latin America. So we try to scale their business and we try to connect them with the right agents that they need to reach. And well, we are almost finishing, and then well, we invest in four big segments. The first one is food and beverages, rural tourism, clothing and fashion, and agro industry. Uh, and well, a little bit of numbers. basically we expect to achieve 1.2% of market share in microfinancing industry in Mexico by 2021. The average of our ventures of our helped ventures are have multiples of 21 times according to the modern multiples. On the month 10, if everything goes right, we are going to achieve our break-even point, and in the month 36, sorry, we will be able to lock two upside partnerships like Altavista Capital, Diestro Banking, investment banking, and try to scale our venture and the ventures in which we invest money to the next level. And well, basically, Inveris is run by an amazing team. We are a small team, but we are really passionate. And well, we have different background, which is crucial to execute our vision of what a business need to be, basically. Alicia Rivera is my co-founder, and she's in charge of strategic alliances. Cassidy Scamesis is our UK partner, and he he's making investment strategy with me. And Roberto Percival, which is a former board member of many companies, like even companies like Lannard Lines and biggest players in different markets. It's our financial advisor. And well, me, I'm the co-founder and I'm the managing director for saying some way. And thank you very much. And sorry for not be able to ask answers, but well, we need to adapt us to the challenges that we already have on these days in Mexico. Thank you very much, and thank you.